Ron Hornaday Jr. in the house. What's up, champ?
Hi, Ron.
I have no idea, Bagman. How come I got up so early for you?
Well, I want to know what's in that bag over there.
That's what we smelled that coming before we saw you come around the corner.
What's going on here in this bag?
Well, you know how we always talk about how you guys always figure out what you're going to eat?
Yes.
Yeah?
So we brought you some pancakes with some Anderson maple
Oh,
syrup.
you're
Right.
the best.
Hang on a second. We're going to put this.
Ooh, they're warm and everything.
Are you kidding me?
Look at the little syrup bottles.
So I got to take the show over what you guys eat,
Thank
or
you.
what's the deal?
Go ahead,
No,
Ron.
we're gonna,
What's
you
on
know,
your mind?
This is a somewhat of a testimonial trip, obviously.
Go ahead, Bagman. You're going to get the thumbs up on this. I
But we can
guarantee
talk trucks all at the same time.
He's a connoisseur.
He is a connoisseur and a
Gee, what-
multitasker.
What makes you say that?
What you talk about on the radio all the time. It's like, where are you going to stop and eat?
Well,
Where
now
are
you
gonna...
can witness it firsthand.
There it goes.
Well, why don't we eat some pancakes? Why don't we talk about truck practice last night?
I'm pretty excited. I mean, we didn't get up there and do the tandem and everything else. I try to save. Can you eat with your mouth full?
John, let me tell you something. This is good stuff right here. Are you kidding me?
I was going to do play-by-play, but I think that speaks for itself right there.
Oh, man.
You got a mouthful, you can still talk. That's
I'm-
pretty good.
You know
He's a
what? I'll be honest with you.
professional.
I've never had. I'm a Mrs. Butterworth's connoisseur
Oh, please.
of syrup.
Not anymore.
But I got news for you, huh? Mom Buttersworth may be put on the back burner here.
I told you we actually made the Hall of Fame with the Anderson maple syrup.
That's right.
I didn't even know they had one.
I didn't
Started
either.
doing my little research, but
Yeah.
no, actually, truck practice went real well. I mean, I didn't do the tandem, so we didn't get up on top of the board and everything. But I mean, everybody I talked to, they said the trucks drive really well. I mean, it's just a matter of the new surface and everything else. So, who you can push with the new rule with the front grille and stuff like that. So we went behind different manufacturers and see how hot our truck would run. So we're gonna wait for the last couple laps.
Saw some guys trying that last night.
That's pretty scary. I got
got news
off.
for
It
you.
looked like a race. You know, it was a practice. It looked like a race from the press box.
A lot of Dyson. I mean, they were
Yeah.
going up, top, bottom, 3 wide, and it's like, okay, it's
But
time
I
to
saw
get out
them
of here.
trying to get that 2-truck thing lined up, and
I'll,
I got news for you. You might want to steer clear of some of that stuff tonight. It looked dicey well, you know what? You got a lot of guys that never done it before. I mean, you and Wallace put on that display at Talladega last year, and now everybody's trying to do the same thing, and I'm fearful that it's going to go askew tonight.
Here's the deal. We set our trucks up. Kevin Lana set the trucks up last year, trying to get the most air we can. So we cut the whole bottom of the bumper out. This year, NASCAR's mandated where the whole opening is going to be. So everybody was trying to see how long they can push by going to the side of the truck. When you start pushing off the side of the truck, you're not squared up with them, so you're going to get the guy a little loose. This is not Talladega. The corners are tighter. They're narrower. So it's going to be pretty exciting. I hope everybody takes that in mind and they talk about it in the drivers' meeting, because it's going to be dicey, like you said.
Are you concerned enough that maybe perhaps you need to, as a veteran of this series, just say, listen, what you saw at Talladega was one thing. This is something else. We need to watch ourselves. Do you have that voice in that garage where you can talk to some guys and maybe it'll get through, or they're supposed to say, "Oh, screw him. We're trying to beat him tonight, and we'll do everything we can to do
Keep it to yourself, yeah.
Yeah, you kind of keep it to yourself. I mean, I think everybody's noticed what was going on and everything. So if they want to do that, you just want to be in the middle of it. You just want to, if you're going to be pushing or get pushed, you just don't want to do it until the last couple of laps. But I think everybody's thinking the same thing. So we're going to probably have 6 wide coming off turn 4, and who's going to push who. And I seen Brad push 29 last night. So they were the stablest. It looks like he can do it for 2 laps. So don't know how hot he ran. Nobody will know, but we'll find out at the end of the race.
Speaking of young drivers, we had your teammate Max Gresham over here yesterday. How's it been working with him now, Ron, at the racetrack?
I really didn't give him any pointers until he got in the truck. He ran the ARCA race, ran real well, kept us cool, and Bagman still shoveling down the pancakes with the Anderson maple syrup.
I got news for you. You
Look
put
at it go.
pancakes in front of me.
It's unbelievable.
I'm glad you brought plastic knives and forks, because if not, it would have been sparks flying a Welders convention in here. The tent would have been on fire.
But, once he...
But we digress.
Yes.
But once he got out of the truck and everything, we talked a little bit, and he just, as long as he be smooth, he felt what the truck was doing. He felt somebody with a side draft on him, and it's almost going to be a little different tonight. I mean, these guys are going to try to suck down off your side. They're going to try to pull the truck around. They're going to try to pinch you to the bottom as far as you can and get a little unstable. So he's as long as he keeps the thing in one piece and keeps going straight all day long, that's what he needs to do, and just get some experience with these guys.
A lot of fans have been asking, how is life different for you this year with Joe Donette Motorsports than last year with Kevin Harvick Incorporated? Any difference behind the scenes? Any difference in race preparation or at-track preparation?
Not at all. Jeff Hensley's just, just like we rolled right over. I mean, Kevin opened up the fab shop for us. He repainted all the floors. You know, you still drive up there, you're still like you're going to the same old building, but you got a different number on the truck. And they're just doing a great job. I mean, we got some great fabricators. Just all the guys have been working hard to get these. We built 3 brand new trucks to come down here, and in a short amount of time, and with all the Chevrolet support going through the wind tunnels and Mark Smith with the motors and everything else, we're just showing that we're putting good power down and got good wind tunnel numbers. So I'm looking forward to it.
Can you address racing at Daytona? Not technically on the racetrack, Ron, but just the fact that you're racing here at this racetrack. What's that mean?
It's your dream. I mean, everything you shoot for when you're racing, it's like, man, you watch the Daytona 500 on Sunday, and driving through them gates underneath that tunnel and pulling in there and goes, wow, I'm here. It's an unbelievable feeling. It just all the people, all the fans, just, you know, I've been down here for 2 weeks, you know, for the ARCA race and everything else, and just see the difference of people coming through the gates. I mean, this is cool. I've been in the fan zone the other night just looking at how many different people are in here, and it's really cool. Fans are unbelievable.
It's a long way from Sauga Speedway, isn't it?
Not too far. there's some fans still coming from Saugus talking to you about it and stuff like that. That's what's so cool about
I'm
it.
talking about for you. I mean, you've been on this. You've been in the top tier for a while now. Do you ever get back out there? Do you ever head out west, maybe to Bakersfield, out in California, where you used to roam wild and free as a younger Ron Hornaday?
It's definitely changed. We're by the house Lindy and I owned, and can't even see the house no more. The tree's bigger than the house because we only had like a 980 square foot house when we first bought. So they named a street after me. I'm out there in Palmdale where I was living. So go out there once in a while, just see all the friends and family and stuff like that. And most of the family's all moved out. Speaking of family, Lindy's mom is not really doing good.
I was going to ask you how she's doing.
It's just been a rough 3 weeks. I mean, she went in there for her gallbladder taken out, and they nicked her kidney and just all the poison inside of her. And you know, she's a real fragile lady, and we just our prayers are with her right now. And just this will probably be the 6th race. I try to count them up. The 6th race Lindy's going to miss, and it's just heartbreaking. It just to see what she's going through with her mom, and it's pretty tough. You can hear it in my voice. I mean, it just it's unbelievable what doctors can do nowadays, and just brush it off and start putting a bunch of antibiotics in you.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We'll send her our love,
Absolutely.
and obviously Lindy's mother as well. Before we let you go, walk us through 250 miles tonight here at Daytona. How will this play out in your mind? Obviously, the draft is going to be big. It always is with the trucks because you guys punch a bigger hole in the air. Walk us through this event, where you want to be with 10 to go, 5 to go, 1 to go, because it seems like you can be anywhere and win this thing.
You can, and that depends. You're gonna work all the way up to that last 25 miles to figure out who you're going to work with, how you line up, stuff like that, how everything's going. So,
hang on, honey. We're in the middle of Hornaday.
We're
Easy.
doing live radio here, honey.
She says, "You're eating. I thought I was safe, honey. I always eat on the air and off."
She must be a new listener.
Anyway, we were saying about the race tonight, Ron.
Well, I could see where she, be mistaken. You're chomping down a big stack of pancakes.
It's an on-air testimonial.
What do you want when you're sitting in the fan zone?
We're all
That's
right.
what's so good about you guys. You're sitting in the middle of anywhere. I mean, a lot of people can take jabs at you, Bagman, for some of the things you say.
They
but,
have, too.
And do, obviously. Trust us, every day. But back to the race tonight before we let you go.
Just you got to see who you can work with. I mean, like I said, I tried and practiced who you can work with, who you can't, how hot the truck runs, how hot it don't, and just putting yourself in position. I don't know. I don't want to be the guy leading. I know that. Mike Wallace and I had something special down there at Talladega, and I don't think it's going to work that way all day long. NASCAR has really changed it with pop-off valves and the pressure relief, so how much water blows out, stuff like that. So we didn't blow any water out yesterday. I think we ran like 15 laps behind somebody, and it's just a matter of how close you get to how hot it's going to run. So moved all the gauges around the truck so you can see them better and just really pay attention to them, because you first must finish to finish first.
Right.
And that's what we want to do, is just go out there and there's big points. I mean, when you leave here and you get in that big one, you work all year long to get those points back you lose. So you've definitely got to finish this race, try to get in the top 10, and then once you get in the top 10, you go for the top 5. So we're going to go out there and just try to put the thing in the top 5, for Joe Danette Motorsports and Anderson Maple Syrup. I mean, it's a crapshoot, and we really don't know. We got a lot of rookies in there, and it looks like they've been playing pretty good together. I mean, we didn't wreck anything in practice.
So far.
Yeah, you watched a little closer than I did. I was in the truck.
By the way, I saw the run you got coming through the trial last night. I think it was the 18 and the 8 were pushing each other.
Yep.
how did you get this run coming? It looked like you were shot out of Cape Canaveral down there, come blasting through the trial. Now, they got you coming off, too. But is it because they had done the swap off?
Exactly.
And when you do the swap off, that allowed you, because you were running by yourself.
They scrubbed off some speed.
But see what's so cool about that is the tandem would have pulled away. Bagman, you missed your mouth.
That's why he wears a black shirt.
They last race we could go nose to tail. Mm-hmm. Mike was pushing the 18, had to go off to the side. I stayed with him for 3 laps. And that's what's so cool about that. I mean, they didn't pull away from me by myself. And then once they switched, I got to pass them. So that tells me I got a pretty strong truck. So maybe a 3-truck tandem might be a little better. So Mike Skinner and I talked about it a little bit. And the only good thing about this race is Skinner's the oldest in the field.
taking that crown from you, so to speak, at least for this race.
Yes, right.
Finally, who do you have the comfort to do the 2-truck tandem with tonight?
I haven't paid attention. I know Mike will be one of them because he's in a Chevrolet. You got to look at your Chevrolet guys, and it looks like the 31, the 32, and the 30 are going to all work together. So they're going to be up at the top, just riding around and all that stuff. Ty Dillon is just really smooth out there. He's doing a great job. He's got some good horsepower. So we'll work with him a little bit. But a couple of the guys, I mean, we about wrecked just them coming in the pits or just shutting their motors down coming off the corner. It's like, I mean, we were a 4-truck draft coming off a 2, and the 22 decided just like he's done, but he forgot to pull off track. And we just scattered, and I mean, there was almost a big one there. So I haven't had a chance to talk to him, but I think he knew because once he looked in the mirror and everybody was going everywhere, he knew he messed up there. Yeah. So it's just everybody's trying to get everything they can right now. We short amount of time of practice, and it's so hard. Is a lot of people don't know. We park down the garage areas for the trucks are down in turn 4. Mm-hmm. You don't get the run like coming in the pits and all that stuff. So you got to waste 4 or 5 laps to practice going in and out of pits because we stop way before there and go into the whatever you'd call that.
Well, it's the Gate 7 crossover. You don't even come onto pit road.
Yeah,
really.
right, exactly. Yeah.
So I mean, I had to practice getting on pit road. I mean, that's gonna have green flag stops. Mm-hmm. The fuel mileage with 18 gallons in the thing. Probably around 30 laps. So we'll hopefully get some green flag stops because I practiced them.
All the best to you tonight.
I appreciate it, guys. Thanks.
And again, send our love to Lindy and her mother.
Okay, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
That's Ron Hornaday Jr., driving the number 9 Anderson Maple Syrup. And let me tell you something: the on-air testimonial, thumbs up from the bagman. I think that speaks volumes within itself.
It does. I'm going to have mine at the break here.
Okay.
And then I'm sure I'll have a thumb for you as well.
Appreciate the time.
Thanks, Ron.